What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Total Swans TV. It feels like an absolute age since the last time I uploaded on the channel. It was the final game against Brentford, I believe was the last video I uploaded, which was the live stream. Disappointing end to the season, but as I say, it is what it is. All that's done and dusted. The new season, the 2020-21 season, is just around the corner. The Carabao Cup starts this weekend in the first round. Swansea have Newport again. A bit of news we'll get into in the video, but an awful lot to get through. We'll try and get through it as quickly as possible, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's going to be a fantastic season. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a really good start so far. Let's see what's been going on. So first bit of really good news coming in from Swansea City was at the very start of August, with Wayne Routledge signing a 1-year contract extension at the club, which will then take him to 10 seasons with Swansea City. He joined from Newcastle back in 2011 and since then making 284 appearances and scoring 32 goals. He's a cult hero. People in Swansea absolutely love him. He's one of my favourite players we've had in the sort of the last 10 years. And for me, I'm very glad once again he signed a contract extension with the club. His experience, throughout the leagues and with our own football club over the last 10 years. There's not an awful lot of players that are at the club that have been there for that sort of time. There's Routledge and Dyer, probably the two longest remaining servants. So it's nice just to have that for one more season to try and help with the younger players coming through. So a very good bit of positive news starting off to kick off sort of the new season. Just a few days later then, another bit of positive news coming out from the club. Investment coming in from the likes of another American, Jake Silverstein. He's invested now. He's part of the club board of directors. He's an American investor. He does have some links to Wales via his mum or his mum's side of the family. Not entirely sure how deep those roots go, but he's an investor. He's a businessman. He is co-owner of the MLS side Houston Dynamo, and he is here to invest. Apparently there is money. Steve Kaplan and Jason Levine have also matched his investment. So apparently there is now money in the pot. Whether it's to spend or invest, who knows? But again, a bit of positive sort of news coming out from the club at the start of the season. Start of pre-season, two very good pieces of business coming out with the club. So another bit of investment, another player signed on. It's positive. It is certainly positive. Jake has come out in his statement and said that he's very excited to be part of the football club with such a devoted support culture and rich history. He loves watching the Swans play. The team has developed such a distinctive and engaging style on the pitch, and I have an appreciation for its fan culture and the club's commitment to its supporters. By joining the club's board, it will allow me to become actively involved. It's something I'm passionate about, and as such, I will be applying a lot of focus on the football club going forward. So as I say, it's positive, it sounds positive. Hopefully, it will bring positive results. A bit of an investment, so happy days, welcome on board. The next day, a little bit of sad news coming out of the club. Nice story, but as I say, a little bit of sad news. The kit woman, Susan Eames, decides to hang up her boots or her washing detergent, however you want to say it. After 26 very long years serving the club, apparently she's done a whole host of different roles throughout those years. And during her period that she's worked for the club, there have been 27 managers, and including caretaker managers. So she's been there for an awful long time. The likes of managers Frank Burrows, Bobby Smith, Kevin Cullis, Jan Molby. These are all just a long time before my time. Really supporting the Swans. Roger Freestone, Nick Cusack, Brian Flynn. This is the sort of era that I got into supporting the Swans. Curtis, Jackie, Kevin Nugent, Martinez, Souza, Brendan Rodgers, Michael Laudrup, Gary Monk, Francesco Guidolin, Bob Bradley, Paul Clement, Britton, Carlos Carvajal, Graham Potter, and of course Steve Cooper. A whole host of managers that she has worked under, and I wish her all the very best. If it's retirement that she's going for, honestly, I wish her the very best. There's been a whole flood of tweets coming in from ex-players and staff members that she's worked with, and it just goes to show just how tight-knit she had with the club, and everyone really much involved there. So all the best, Susan. I hope you have a happy retirement if that's the option you've taken. The same day, Joma, our kit manufacturer, put out a little teaser video that the staff are working hard in Spain to get the kits ready and delivered for the new season. little bit of a teaser trailer video, basically just someone putting the kit into a box and seeing it sort of go down the production line. But that is as close as we got at the time to seeing what our new kit would be. So obviously the black collar, a little bit of black on the shoulders as well. So teaser from Joma, first of many, believe me. That then leads us on to the 14th of August. So a few days gone already since the start of the good news pouring out of Swansea City. We have made our first signing of the summer, or the pre-season. We've signed Corey Smith from Bristol City, or formerly of Bristol City, on a 2-year deal. I think he was a free agent. We've signed him on a 2-year deal. Centre midfielder, playing 196 games for Bristol City. He has experience throughout the Championship as well. He helped Bristol from League One up into the Championship, also with a Football League Trophy success back in 2015. He scored a winner at Ashton Gate to knock Manchester United out of the Carabao Cup back in 2017. And he was Bristol City captain on the day, so he comes with a bag of experience in the league. So it's a very positive signing, and hopefully he hits the ground running. So a very warm welcome to the club. The very next day we get another quick little teaser video from Joma. It's all a bit of promotion, it's a bit of fun. Some people have sort of mocked it online, but it's a little bit creative, it's a little bit cheesy. It is what it is, but it's got the fans excited. And to be fair, when you see the kit later, at least in my opinion on the kit, I think it's well, we'll see what my opinion is. But a little teaser video, basically just an aeroplane taking off. I think they seal the box at the start. The aeroplane takes off, and then it sort of arrives in the UK. And what do you know? Another piece of positive news coming out of the Liberty Stadium just 2 more days later on the 16th of August with the loan signing again of Freddie Woodman from Newcastle. Another full season long loan for the English under-21 capped goalkeeper. Brilliant last season, absolutely instrumental in us reaching the Championship playoffs towards the end of the season. 12 clean sheets in 43 appearances, apparently only conceding 50 goals, which that's superb. As a number 1 choice, we could easily have gone for another option, but we stuck with Woodman, the youngster. Cooper knows him really well. The fan favourite from last season, a brilliant shot stopper and penalty stopper. So very promising signing once again. Freddie, welcome back to the Liberty Stadium. And just the final kit sort of tease from Joma, just 2 photos now. The lorry driver with his thumbs up, apparently that the kit had arrived at the warehouse. And then the next image is the kit boxes being unloaded off the back of the lorry into the warehouse, ready for the release a few days down the line. But yeah, another bit of a teaser from Joma and the Swans. Then on to the 18th of August, the Carabao Cup first round draw was being made on the morning. I think it was 10 o'clock, live on Sky. Swansea City draw Newport County, a Welsh derby. The game is at Newport at Rodney Parade. It's on the Saturday the 5th of September. You can, if you are a Swans fan or a Newport fan, you can subscribe to that. I think it's £10 for the game on either team's website. But yeah, the first round of the Carabao Cup, Swansea City against Newport, an all Welsh South Wales derby, and we just cannot attend the game. I think we probably would have sold out Rodney Parade on our own, but it would have been a phenomenal away day. Just down the road, half an hour down the road, an hour for people in Swansea, but it would have been a really good day out. And unfortunately, we can't attend it, but fingers crossed the boys can get the job done on Saturday and get us through to the next round. Now, moving on to the 19th of August, and possibly one of my favourite pieces of positive news to come out from the club. We have dropped, for the first time in 4 seasons, a betting sponsor on the front of our shirt. Thank God. I'm not against betting. If you want to bet, no problem. I have a little flutter every now and then, but to advertise it and, to promote it on a football jersey, where thousands of people, millions of people, given whatever game or what league you're playing in, people have opinions on it. For me, I'd rather not have a betting sponsor on the front of the kit, and the Swans have done absolutely superb this season. Swansea Uni becomes the main kit sponsor for Swansea City for the 2020-21 season, across the home, away, and I think we're having a third kit as well, which then means that the youth kits and the youngsters do then get to have a replica kit that the players are wearing without some phony made-up sponsor on the front, because the senior ones have a betting sponsor. Brilliant news, as I say, one of my favourite pieces of news to come out from the club. Very well done. I'm so glad this sort of deal got done. On the 20th of August was the Players Awards ceremony, a virtual one this year, obviously due to COVID and people not being able to attend the ceremony. Probably best for players and staff not to needlessly meet. I'm not sure if they did or not, but apparently it was a virtual awards ceremony. So on the screen now you can see the list of all the winners. I've sort of picked out a few. The Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Susan Eames, obviously for the 26 years of service. The Under-23s Player of the Season goes to Tivongi Rashesha. Congratulations to him, and he's been playing in the pre-season friendlies, which we'll get on to for the first team just in a little bit. Andre Ayew swooped up 4 awards: Player of the Season, Top Goal Scorer, Players Player, and Supporters Player of the Year. Goal of the season came on the very last day of the regular season against Reading. It was Wayne Routledge's beautiful first touch and then the volley over the goalkeeper, and that sort of spurred us on then to go and get those extra goals and pip Forest into the playoffs on the last day. Rhian Brewster then had newcomer, and I say there's a few on there, the Alan Curtis Award, the Swansea City Supporters Trust and all that, so have a look at those, check them out. Congratulations to everyone who won. The following day then saw the fixture releases for the Championship and I think the EFL as a whole, but the Championship fixtures came out. On the screen again, I put together the whole entire fixture list, home and away for each team, in the order of which we play our first fixtures. Notable fixtures, obviously, September 12th away to Preston North End, the opening game of the season. December 12th at the moment, if fans are allowed back, likely to be moved to the 13th on the Sunday against Cardiff City, the first South Wales derby of the season. Then that return fixture at the Liberty Stadium is on March 20th, and then we end the season against Watford on May the 8th away. So a few notable ones there again. There are the fixtures over Christmas and New Year, so keep an eye out for those. Let me know down below in the comments which games you are looking forward to the most. Obviously it's Cardiff, but let me know what other games you are really looking forward to this season. And then the moment we've all been waiting for, or all were waiting for, that day that the Joma kit teasers were finally going to get released. What was our Swansea City kit going to be for this season? In my opinion, well worth the wait, and very well done to Joma for teasing this. This is completely different than what we've ever seen before. Apparently the sort of wavy line down the bottom is to represent the sort of the South Wales coast, the sort of waviness of that. Whether that is true or not, that's what I've heard, but that's Swansea University. Prifysgol Abertawe sponsor on the front of the shirt looks absolutely stunning. We've got the Welsh Dragon there. It's an absolute beautiful sponsor for this shirt, modelled there obviously by Ben Cabango, looking super proud, well done to him, and Jan Danda and Matt Grimes. But the home kit looking absolutely superb. Straight away we had the pictures of the away kit as well, and split down the middle as far as decisions are on this, down the Swansea City fan base, but it's a bit different. It's sort of a sky blue with a raspberry pink, don't even know what to call that at the bottom. A bit different, but I really like it. Again, the sponsor matches the colours of the kit. Very well done. I'm very happy with it, and I cannot wait to get this kit sent to me through the post. I cannot wait to order it. A couple of days went by then without really any noticeable news coming out from the club. On the 24th of August, the squad and the players all returned to training, all those fit and unable to anyway. Joe Rodon was back out on the training pitch, so superb to see him recovering and back out on the grass sort of surface. Again, the new players that have joined us, Woodman has obviously returned, and Corey Smith, mixing in with their new teammates and getting to know each other. So yeah, the players and the staff are back in training, ready for pre-season. The following day, another bit of positive news coming out from Swansea. Another signing in Morgan Gibbs-White, an attacking midfielder, 20-year-old, on loan from Wolves for the season. He's been capped by England at every age from under 16s to under 21s, and he was part of the Three Lions side that won the World Cup in India in 2017. So again, another link up with Steve Cooper, another bit of brilliant business. Fingers crossed he can hit the ground running and make some massive impact into the squad. I'm all for these signings. I'm all for the youngsters. Cooper seems to know exactly what he's doing with them, and hopefully they can progress into some very talented players. Fingers crossed this works out as well. I'm very excited for this season. You know, we're making signings already. This is very promising. So again, another signing in. Morgan, welcome to the club, and hopefully, as I say, you can hit the ground running too, and fingers crossed for a fantastic season. And another signing the same day. Well, a re-signing. Kyle Norton has agreed for another 1 year on his contract and opted to stay at the Liberty Stadium. I think he became a free agent for like a couple of days as his contract ran out and lapsed, but I believe he wanted to stay in Swansea. So he's made 183 appearances for the Swans since joining in 2015 January transfer window from Tottenham. He's a great right back and left back cover. Obviously him and Roberts are working superbly with each other as well when they've both been playing with that 5 at the back sort of system. So again, another bit of positive news coming out. I'm glad Norton has signed on for another season. To be fair, for me last season, I think he was probably one of our most consistent, if not our most consistent player when he was on the pitch. Up there with Matt Grimes for sure. 25th of August, and it was the day for Ryan Giggs to name his 26-man squad for the opening games against Finland on Thursday and Bulgaria on the 6th of September. Congratulations to Ben Cabango for his first call-up by Ryan Giggs and the Welsh squad. And Connor Roberts has also featured in that 26-man squad. Unfortunately, Rodon, due to injury, does miss out on that. But a massive, massive congratulations. The very next day, Swansea City announced again another loan signing. Welcome back, Mark Guy. He's agreed, and Swansea and Chelsea have all agreed to take the centre-back on for another full season. Last season's agreement was an 18-month agreement, so we took him on, I believe, in January, and then he would have seen out to the end of this season had he opted to stay with Swans in SA1. Following a very successful campaign last year, to be fair, Mark really came into his own, and towards the end of the season, him and Cabango very, very well linking up with each other in that centre-back position, covering very well, and thoroughly deserved his chances and his place in the starting 11 as the season went on. So welcome back, Mark. Congratulations, and hopefully another successful season with the Swans. And again, the following day, another announcement of a signing coming in to the Liberty Stadium again. Very much talked about and debated sort of player. Where was he going to go? Where was he going to end up during Wigan's relegation from the Championship last season? A very unfortunate sort of event with Wigan, but needs must, they had to offload some players. This deal is an undisclosed fee. Apparently it's about in the region of 800,000 with add-ons, so a lot of Wigan fans not very impressed with the deal that they have got, but Swansea City have secured the signing of Jamal Lowe from Wigan. The winger has signed on a 3-year deal, and hopefully again another promising signing for this season, another youngster for Steve Cooper to work with. He is 26, so he's not too young, but he is sort of with experience, he's sort of on the sort of lower end of that. But again, another player for Steve Cooper to develop, and hopefully a fantastic season with the Swans this year. Then we get into a little bit of off-field sort of news. I'm not going to delve into all the information in this. The link for this, for the information for the season ticket renewal options will be down in the description. It's just an information sort of link, takes you to the Swans website. They have released options now. If you're a season ticket holder and you want a refund, there's an option for that. If you're a season ticket holder who hasn't yet renewed, there's options for that. So go and check it out if you are a season ticket holder, guys. That very same day, Swansea had a pre-season friendly, a sort of warm-up, not an official friendly. I think it was broken down into 3 or 4 sort of periods of the game, in which obviously you could make as many substitutions as you want. So Swans fielded a very weaker sort of team in the first few games. Subsequently, Swans conceded 6 goals in 60 minutes. Very, very damaging. But to be fair to Southampton, with the players they had on the pitch, they're going to have a fantastic season this year. Che Adams getting on the score sheet, Nathan Redmond, Bertrand, Danny Ings and Wood-Prowse, those final 2 both getting 2 goals each. To be honest, I'm not even sure who scored for the Swans. I haven't been able to find it on the Southampton website. They haven't included the Swansea goal in their highlights. But a disappointing result, but it's a friendly, it's just a warm-up, sort of match fitness, sort of preparation game, but a disappointing result nonetheless to concede 7 goals. So, sort of catching up now to up-to-date sort of news onto the 1st of September. A fair few things coming out on this day. So Swansea had an official pre-season friendly against Forest Green Rovers at the Liberty Stadium. Not really announced until sort of last minute, played behind closed doors. Obviously, no live streams of it. But there was highlights come out. The Swans looked kind of pretty sharp. Forest Green got a goal in the game a little bit later on after the Swans had scored 2, with Jamal Lowe getting his first goal for the Swans after a lovely ball played through. I think it was from Morgan Gibbs, and he burst onto the ball. Jamal Lowe on the left-hand wing got lucky with beating his man, but played it again underneath the goalkeeper and got his first goal for the Swans. The second goal came from Jan Dander. Few of the Forest Green Rovers players calling for offside. It's a friendly, probably a bit more relaxed situation from the officials, but nonetheless, look touch and go on the replay. I haven't seen it all back, but a lovely finish from Jan Dander and a 2-1 victory for the Swans against Forest Green Rovers. In the very same day, probably the worst bit of news to come out of the Liberty Stadium so far since the final day of last season. Trevor Birch, the club's chairman, who did a fantastic job since joining in April 2019. I was actually down there for, I think, the first game that he attended, and I waited around for a few of the players after the game. I think it may have been the very end of the season before last, and he was there. It was all announced, and they just walked between the fans and whatnot. And you could hear some people saying stuff to him, but kind of like leant over and said, just do what's right for the club and what's right for the fans. And all he said was, I will do my best. And to be fair to him, he's kind of lived up to that kind of statement, in my opinion. Birch has really much done his best for the club, for the fans. He's been the most transparent sort of communication we've had from the club since the Americans have taken over. It's quite a sad day for the football club and the fans that somebody of this calibre has decided to leave, given that the work that he has done for the Swans. You can't fault him for where he's going. He has been offered a director of football operations at Spurs. It's an absolutely phenomenal opportunity for Trevor Birch, and I wish him all the very best. And no more than 5 hours and 1 minute later, at 10 p.m. in the evening, on the very same day, the club put out another official statement after the departure of Trevor Birch. The club have now announced the appointment of the highly experienced Julian Winter as the club's new chief executive. Winter comes from Huddersfield after working there for 4 seasons. He joined in 2016 and was there, oversaw operations during their rise to the Premier League in that time. There's a bit of mixed feedback from Huddersfield fans. A couple of failed sort of deals and a couple of negative sort of things coming out from there. But we all make mistakes. We all live and learn from our mistakes. He was previously Watford's chief executive when Brendan Rodgers was there as the boss. So he does have, I suppose, that little bit of link with the club, but it's nothing. No solid foundations there. But fingers crossed. We just want transparency as fans. We want someone to be honest. We want someone to do what's best for the fans and what's best for the club. So fingers crossed, Julian, you are the right man to take Trevor's position, because we thought very highly of him as fans, so you do have big shoes to fill, mate. And he's obviously then gone on record and said, I'm obviously delighted to have been selected as the new CEO of Swansea City. I look forward to getting started at the club on a day-to-day basis, meeting the staff across the club and helping lead Swansea City to a successful future on and off the field. So, as I say, financially, hopefully, off the field, and then promotion back to the Premier League, or just challenging at the top of the Championship for the next 2 seasons would be absolutely fine, I think, from our fan base. But as I say, all the very best, Julian. That then leads us on to today, the day of recording this video, the 2nd of September. As I say, there was an awful lot to get through since the end of last season, and certainly since the start of August. All the way back at the start of the video, Wayne Routledge re-signing with the club for another season. We now find ourselves today, 2nd of September, and some departure rumours coming out. As I say, rumours, no solid evidence to them yet, no official bids, but apparently Matt Grimes is very much a target for Watford. The the Swansea City captain is wanted there by the Championship rivals. I say rivals because we are going to be competing this season, and so are Watford. He's wanted as a replacement for Everton's target, Abdoulaye Doucouré. Apparently, they're only willing to offer about 8 million plus add-ons for Matt Grimes. In my opinion, absolutely no way. You're talking 15 million plus add-ons at a minimum, especially for what he achieved in this league last season. The most successful passes in the league, the most successful tackles in the league by any player. He played absolutely every single minute of the league from start to finish, including playoff games. The guy did not get substituted. He didn't take a breather all season. 15 million plus add-ons, and I mean 5 million add-ons at least. But I wouldn't sell him. Our team needs to be structured around a solid midfielder, and Matt Grimes is that. We had it with Leon Britton. Matt Grimes is slowly but surely becoming sort of not exactly the player Britton was, but exactly that foundation we need in the centre midfield. So for me, no deal. I'll keep Matt Grimes for the next few seasons. So given the sort of positive news we had surrounding the Fairwood and Landor training sites of the academy at the start of the year, from Trevor Birch saying in a statement, I'm pleased to announce that with the full support of the owners, we have made the decision to continue to operate the 2 training sites to maintain our academy category 1 status for the season 2020-21. That's this season. However, now news today, Trevor's left yesterday. News has come out today that in fact we're not. Our category status is dropping down to category 2, which means that the £3 million investment, which would go into that to run that and pay staff every single season, can now or should now be able to be used elsewhere. Whether that 3 million is available or a portion of that 3 million, that needs to be reinvested. It does take an awful lot of money to run these category 1 academies, which then enable you to compete in the Premier League 2. Swansea obviously qualified for it when we went up to the Premier League. Our academy was flourishing. You know, the sort of players have come through have been George Byers, Dan James, Ollie McBurney, Joe Roden, Ben Cabango. All these sort of players the last few years that have had to step up and that have stepped up have all come through our academy, whether we've bought them as prospects from other teams and brought them up through the academy years, or whether they have been homegrown Swansea and Welsh players that we've brought up through the academy. It's served us so well over the last few years. It's turned a profit, obviously, with the sales of those players, obviously excluding their contracts, the professional contracts with the first team. But it's a very disappointing piece of news coming out that the academies will be dropping down to a category 2 for this season. And then just the final bit of transfer rumours or news maybe circulating this evening on the 2nd of September. Apparently Leeds have targeted Ben Cabango as a replacement in centre-back. But that's nothing solid, no foundations there, no official sources, and certainly no official bid being made. Again, another transfer rumour. We're probably going to see an awful lot of these now as the next few weeks go on. If you enjoyed the video, guys, I will certainly make some more Swans updates, Swans news updates over the next sort of days or few weeks. But don't forget to subscribe, guys. The season is fast approaching. We've got a few more videos coming out this week, so make sure you stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you do get notified when a new video goes live, and let me know what your thoughts are on any bit of the news. What's your favourite part of the news that has come out so far, and what's your least favourite part of the news, and what are you not looking forward to before the start of the season. So guys, thank you very much once again, and we will catch you very soon.